what about the practitioner who has a client with very specialized needs, like, they're allergic to very common items like dairy products and gluten and broccoli. So they need to customize a menu for one person. How does Meal Garden save time for that person, for that
Save
practitioner?
time. So there's two things there. So save time for the practitioner is, and again, this all depends on what the practitioner wants to do. So as a practitioner, you could go into Meal Garden, you could say, okay, I need to build a meal plan with no dairy and no broccoli, and create that meal plan, share it with the client via a program with a price on it, and just say, here you go, like, start using it, right? Or they could give it away free if they wanted. But so the first part is actually providing that framework. Moving forward, the client could continue to use Meal Garden. The practitioner can set up the environment and say, okay, give this client access to all the recipes in Meal Garden, but only recipes without broccoli and without no dairy. And the client could continue to kind of use the skills that the practitioners provided them in this kind of branded environment, where this, what I would call a trusted environment, where they can go in and find different recipes. It all depends on how interested you are. Like I find, and correct me or let me know what you think about this, but as people become more aware and kind of get on that health journey, they become more interested and excited about exploring meals, right? At first, people are like, oh, I don't want to, I don't know how to cook. I don't understand ingredients. I don't want to do this. But as people become more comfortable with it through the support of their practitioners, then they actually are interested and they are looking around and they do want to find different things and explore. Like, the experience of cooking changes and transforms, right, to being a more comfortable, sometimes maybe even a therapeutic experience, right, or a family experience, right? So as that happens, as a practitioner, as you're providing that confidence and that knowledge, they'll continue to go to your Meal Garden because that's a comfortable place. And they know, hey, I know that the recipes in Lisa's Meal Garden are going to be things that are healthy for me because Lisa's set it up. And if I have any questions, I can just click on chat and Lisa will get back to me within X amount of time. And that's worth, there's value in that for a lot of people.
100%. And I find that exactly what you just said to be absolutely true. They rely on you so much at the beginning, and a lot of them just have no idea where to start. So they're eating things that are absolutely wrong for them. That is just making their condition worse and worse. But over time, you're right. They do want to take the reins and start exploring some other options and adding a little bit of interest to their menus. And they do look for services where they could continue to receive inspiration and recipes and just have that. Meal planning takes a lot of time for an individual. I mean, obviously that's why you created this, right? And for a practitioner, like as a person, you work full time, you get home at the end of the day, the last thing you want to do is have to come up with dinner that's going to make everybody happy when everyone feels like eating something different at the same time, especially when you have all kinds of health issues that really interfere with your ability to just walk into a store and buy whatever the heck you want. So I mean, this program is incredible for just taking the headache, the time, all that extra effort that you would have made. It just takes it away from us. It's just the convenience aspect for not only the individual, but especially for the consultant who is assigned with coming together, putting a plan together for these people.
Yeah, no, it's really interesting. I was talking to Sarah about 2 weeks ago, a practitioner named Sarah, and she had a client that had one of her children had allergies. So she actually had to create two meals for each day, one of them to support this allergy situation. And you can do that in Meal Garden. You can actually add to your calendar 2 meals. You can say, you know what, the three of us are going to eat this, and little Jimmy is going to eat this. The product will scale it properly. You can go and shop for it. So it just makes it a lot. It takes those situations, which are very not as unique as you would think, but it just releases you from the anxiety of like, did I get all the groceries? I need to think about 2 different things. You're like, well, actually, we can build this so that it just works for you and it's more consistent and you don't have to sweat it, right? And the practitioner can do neat things like help the client say, hey, do you want us to set up some SMS reminders, right? Or an email reminder saying, hey, did you You know, do you want to go in and do your shopping or get your shopping list going? Like these kinds of things.